Are you worried if your new baby's rash is something to worry about? Here are some quick tips to let you know when to worry and when not. Hi, I'm Dr. Nancy Silva. First of all, newborn babies tend to have rashes. It's one of the things that happens with normal skin development as they're growing and their body's trying to figure out how to live in this new world of theirs. Most commonly, you can have a prickly heat rash. So there tends to be bumps around the neck, around the neck, the upper back, and also the upper front of the chest. And that's usually because we might be dressing them a little bit too warm. Whether that's at nighttime, if you're having them really wrapped up with a very thick sleep sack or their sleepwear, or more commonly because they are really starting to get overheated in their car seat. Another common rash they have is baby acne, also known as neonatal acne. Why do they have it? Very simple. As mothers, we have all these hormones going on while we're pregnant, and we pass those on to our babies. And then typically they start breaking out with pimples on their face. Do not do anything to it. Don't pop them, don't scratch them, don't lubricate them, don't moisturize them with anything because it can only make things worse. It will go away with time. Most of them resolve within a couple of weeks, some up to 6 months old. Diaper rash is very common, and if you just get some Desitin and put it on every single time, I typically recommend Desitin maximum strength, you will prevent all the diaper rashes. And I have other videos that talk about that in greater detail. So when do you worry? When that rash starts spreading, whether it's a diaper rash or somewhere else on your body. When your child has a fever and has a rash, then you want to make sure you also want to make sure to make an appointment with your doctor. If your baby is acting very sick and having a rash, that's an immediate phone call to your doctor. If there's any blistering in the skin, that's an immediate phone call. Every once in a while, we'll actually have someone that they didn't realize they were leaving their baby out in the sun in the stroller and they actually get a sunburn. That's the time to call the doctor. I do want to point out that commonly children do get something called Roseola, which is a high fever that comes out of nowhere, and they act relatively fine when they don't have the fever, when the fever reducer such as Tylenol or Motrin is given. And then all of a sudden, as soon as it came, the fever drops and a rash comes out. That's also called Roseola. Not easy to diagnose right away, and so typically I will tell you with a high fever, even if that rash hasn't been there, even if the rash is there, call your doctor and make an appointment. We'll see a really bad case of eczema, and it can also be food allergies. And so it'll come across as very dry skin or just very bumpy, red, itchy skin. And little babies, they don't scratch like we normally do, but they kind of do this thing with their fingers, and they just do it everywhere that the skin bothers them. So you definitely want to see if your baby's doing that. You want to call your doctor because guess what? Pediatricians actually take care of eczema. And if it is a food allergy, then we will be able to help you figure out what they're allergic to and any formula changes that they need or any dietary changes you may need to do if you're breastfeeding. Lastly, sometimes if you have a doctor who does some telemedicine appointments, you may be able to send a picture of that rash. Sometimes the pictures are great and we can help you out a lot over the phone with telemedicine, and sometimes we can't see them so clearly and we're going to tell you make an appointment. Other times we're not 100% sure. We need to see it or touch it, see if it blanches, see if it does different things. So it is important to ask if your doctor can accept pictures via telemedicine and maybe make a telemedicine appointment. I hope you found this helpful. Please subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below, and let me know what else you'd like me to talk about. In the meanwhile, I'm creating free guides and trainings all the time to help you. Please go to my website, drsilvakidsgrow.com, and you can go to the shop area, and there are some free guides, and you'll see a training there as well. Some of the free guides, for example, are Mindful Mom 101 and Fever Tips 101, and there's others there as well. And in terms of the training, currently I have the Pediatrician Fever Fix, so you'll know when to worry, not worry, go to the hospital, call your doctor, etc. And fever will not make you panic anymore. In the future, I'm going to be having the Diaper Rash Fix coming soon. Until the next time, please be kind to yourself, and bye-bye.